You landed here because you're a woman who loves to grow in your faith and in your finances. You're resilient, fierce, and you'll stop at nothing to walk out your assignment. You are set apart. You're like, God, send me. I know that because you're bold enough to choose the path of entrepreneurship, even though you may have had zero experience with it before. You have a fire that's burning inside of you. You gave God your yes, and you're like, okay, now what? You may be brand new to business, wondering, how do I actually do this thing? Or you may be a seasoned entrepreneur facing an inflection point in your business. Maybe God is asking you to lay something down and submit your business to Him. Or maybe you just had an encounter with Jesus and you're transitioning your business to be Christ centered. And you have so many questions about how to do that in a way that honors God. I've been at all ends of the spectrum. I remember once being starry eyed with just a dream and so many ideas, but not one single one of those ideas was what steps did I actually need to take to build and scale a business. I jumped around from course to course, feeling like the next course I took would finally be the one that helped me get it. But I usually felt more lost than before. And even when I finally understood how all the pieces of branding and marketing and messaging and offers, all that business stuff fit together, everything changed when I encountered Jesus. Up until that point, I'd been running my business like a chicken with its head cut off. I was constantly burnt out. I was so transactional in everything I did. I had no boundaries with clients. I was running from one payment to the next, never really seemingly able to stabilize and get a sustainability and longevity feeling in my business. And I was an incredibly irresponsible steward of my finances. When I finally laid my business at God's feet after months of trying to bring Him into my thing, I thought He was going to give me a new offer overnight. I would start making heaps of money like I'd seen happen for other people. But I'm so thankful He didn't do that because I didn't have the character and the capacity to receive all the blessings that He had for me. The first thing that He actually had me do was clean up my finances. Every time I went to try to sell something, He brought me back to bookkeeping. I had avoided doing my taxes for 3 years. I had to do a 3 year financial cleanup and it was painful. He sat with me though, as I looked through transaction by transaction all the irresponsible financial decisions that I'd made. I'm glad I went through that process because I was able to help another woman also go through a multi-year financial cleanup. My point being, God didn't have me immediately invite people to the party. He had me clean my house first. For months, He cleaned the house of my heart, all the junk I had learned from the coaching industry. He cleaned the house of my life, setting up systems, creating a lifestyle that could have the capacity for all the people He wanted me to shepherd. He cleaned the house of my business, making sure I was organized, streamlined, and executing at a high level. He showed me how He wanted me to shepherd His people. He called me into a deeper level of service than I had ever thought myself capable of, that I couldn't do without Him. He showed me how He wants His kingdom to be represented in the marketplace, how He wants us to treat people that come into our spaces. He taught me how to disciple people, not just run a course. He showed me how to create a space that would break bondage, not just change the number in their bank account, that would change their character and not just their content. I had to completely lay my business at His feet and learn how He wanted me to run a business, what offers He wanted me to put out, how He wants me to steward, shepherd, to market, to serve. I had to learn how to surrender control, to be a better listener, and how to let Him run my business, to serve Him, the Creator. That's what it means to be set apart. It means to be consecrated and sanctified. That's why He had me create this room, so that you can learn to build with Him, for Him, in a way that honors and glorifies Him. Being a set apart CEO is not about exalting ourselves. It's about exalting the Most High God. The way that this space is designed is for you to come in and grow your skill set as a CEO, not just by passively listening to courses, but by taking action with accountability. You're going to come into this room and receive a curriculum that is a step-by-step roadmap to building a kingdom business. You're going to have templates and prompts for everything that you need to design and market a booked out offer. You'll have everything you need as far as the tools and the support and facilitation, but where the real work is going to happen is in your mind and in your heart. You're going to slay the spirit of delay, procrastination, perfectionism. You're going to stop waiting for convenience to be consistent. You're going to learn how to move your feet even when you can't see the fruit yet. You're going to stop being transactional in the way that you think about business. You're going to embrace God's heart of serving His people. You're going to become obedient, to stop striving and doing things in your own strength. And all of that happens not just by watching the courses, it happens by participating. You have a whole curriculum at your disposal, but I didn't want this to be another place where you come and watch and just try to execute things on your own. Our call times are going to be dedicated to prayer, co-working, Q&As, masterminding, and training. We have a monthly sales and content lab. If you come in this room, be prepared to speak. The design of this membership has been tweaked and refined by the feedback of women from the first cohort. And I want you to know that I care about you guys. I care about your experience. I care about your feedback. I want you in the room. I want to know what's going on with you and your business. Every month, we're going to have 4 calls. The first call is prayer and God-led goal setting. We start the month submitting our businesses to God and asking what He would have us work on. Then you're going to let everyone know your goals, and I will recommend the specific trainings and assignments that are going to best support you reaching them, so that you're not completely overwhelmed trying to figure out where to start and what to do. You're also going to have access to a co-working call with a Q&A, so that we actually carve out the time together for you to work on your goals and ask questions as they come up while you're executing on the assignment. We have a sales and content lab where you'll be speaking and practicing communicating your offer. You are going to speak every single month and talk about your business. I don't want anyone to sit here silently. At the end of the month, we're going to have a mini mastermind where you're going to submit what you've worked on and get the chance to have feedback to tweak and refine it. You'll also have a chance to share and give your perspective to other women in the community as well. This whole container is designed intentionally for discipleship, collaboration, and breakthrough. You get to decide how much you want to show up for this space, but know that this is not a room where you can just blend into the background. I will know you personally. I will have my eyes on your business personally. I will pray for you personally, and I am here to serve you to the highest level personally. I'm giving you the gym, the training program. I'm going to be there next to you, encouraging you. But at the end of the day, you have to lift the weight. I can't do that for you. But luckily, the best part of this room is that you get to do all of this with your sisters in Christ. You get to do it with women on a similar path as you. It's hard when no one can see the fruit yet and you're fighting for your faith and vision. It's hard when you lay your business at His feet and He strips everything away that is not of Him. Your set apart season is a turning point. It's sacred. You're being consecrated. This season is where your resilience is still being forged in the flames of obedience to God's plan. He's making you stronger for where He's calling you to go. But when you're being set apart, you're vulnerable to the whispers of delay and isolation. Being a part of the collective will fortify your faith and surround you in belief. You'll be encouraged and poured into. You'll be able to borrow belief when it feels like yours is low. This room, these teachings, they changed me before they'll ever change you, which is why I can speak with conviction and confidence that if you are a woman of God that desires to scale her impact, you're going to love the Set Apart CEO Collective, and I can't wait to see you in there.